Alright, I picked up a couple packages. I picked up a purple I picked up a couple packages today, so I want to open those up. They're a couple seed pieces. That just means that they could start off new collections. I don't know. So we'll see. Boom. Here's the first one. Let's see what we got. I'm always like careful now when I'm using the blades. So I don't know where the item is in the box. Don't want to jack it up. Alright, so here we got what's called a bad taste bear. I used to have this one. I think I dropped it and I broke it. It was always like on my amp. I didn't have it in a box or anything. So this is DJ from the Bad Taste Bears. There was some sculptor that started making these. They're all kinds of inappropriate. They're super funny. So this one, he just has like a disc, floppy disk. No, a CD. He has a CD that he's putting in a CD tray, and it says no disc on it. And placement's supposed to be like where his dick's at. So it's supposed to be like whatever. It says warning, contents may offend. So Bad Taste Bears, and this is DJ. There's a bunch of these. I think they're still coming out with like new ones, maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. So I found this one and I got it. Alright, kind of a big box here. I'm pretty stoked about this one. Always fun to get a big box, right? Oh. It's like when you're playing Zelda, right? It's like, what is the item? Oh my god, just show me. Alright, green. You know there's some green up in there. Probably knew there was going to be a Ninja Turtle. Holy crap, this guy's awesome. Damn, bruh. It's a giant ass turtle. Holy crap. Alright, so this is from the Nickelodeon series, which I just started watching and I really like it. So I wanted to get a figure from that series. And I also really like the Mutations line. So I saw a Ninja Turtle from this series, from that cartoon series. And then it was a Mutations line. So I was like, yeah, okay, I'll pick that one up. So I only made two of these giant ones. There's Leonardo and there's Raphael. You can get the smaller versions, and then there's one for every turtle, but there was only the one made for Leonardo and Raphael. So I'd like to get Raphael, but now I got Leonardo. So that's awesome. Alright, so because we're talking about the Ninja Turtles Mutations line, I got Raphael right here. He's just really little. And he's from the original series. I really like the Mutations line for some reason. The way that they're like bulky and they're big and they have the big shell just seems more like turtley to me. And I don't have the weapons, but that's okay. You know how I am with like collecting loose figures. I'm cool with it. So now I got a giant Leonardo, little Raphael. I also got little Mikey. Well, I guess they're normal size Mikey. This is giant Leonardo. So these are normal sized. Normal size Raphael, normal size Mikey. Got Donatello as well. And then I actually bought this one like way later. I had Raphael forever. I've always had that one. This one specifically, this action figure right here, always been mine. And then I got the Michelangelo and the Donatello, and then I picked up Leonardo, and he's like in perfect condition compared to the other ones. So yeah, so I got all four of those guys from the Mutations line. So I was talking to Dad about Ninja Turtles, and he's like, do you have a Splinter action figure? And I was like, no, but now I do. So there we go. Now I got the Splinter action figure that's also from the Mutations line that's part of this as well. So maybe I'll do another video later doing those transformations, but maybe not. It's a lot of work. Maybe I can just hyperlapse it real quick here to show you what Splinter looks like. Erg. And his arms. Boom. Splinter. Stay together, bro. Splinter. Splinter. Human form. Yeah, tight. Actually, I'm gonna change it back now. As cool as it is to change them. Splinter as a giant rat's probably a little bit cooler than being a normal sized human. Okay, Splinter, hang out right there. All right, one more. Wait. Man, some assembly required, dang it. Splinter, bro. Stay on your feet. You're a freaking ninja. If not, I'm gonna lean you against something. Why are you so off balance? Huh, his feet are like... Here we go. Alright, man, this is a callback. This even feels like super light plastic, like super old plastic. Holy shit. Alright, I don't know if you remember this one. Maybe you do. It's from 1988. I actually don't even remember what it was called, but it's a Micro Machines plane, and I remember this barely. Huh. Interesting. There's like a door. I remember that. And a nose. I'm gonna have to get some. Micro Machines. So all these super tiny toys, I was like, well, I need to look up some Micro Machines. I know that they made Power Rangers once, and I was looking at as I was looking at stuff, I was like, man, I remember that plane. I thought it'd be pretty expensive, but it wasn't too bad. No. Yeah, just missing one propeller. This one seems to be falling off, so maybe I'll glue that or something. No. Micro Machines. That's tight. I'm gonna have to get some actual Micro Machines to put in this plane that can hold Micro Machines. Some cars or something. Who knows? Maybe some motorcycles. That would be pretty sweet. Okay, so those are my new seeds. Bad Taste Bears. This Nickelodeon Giant Leonardo. It's just from that Nickelodeon series, so I gotta look at what other toys they have. And then the Micro Machines, that's just like a whole Pandora's box of toys there. There's so many different Micro Machines. Sorry, Splinter. Alright, so there you have it. From your friendly neighborhood Gary. What's up? I did not get enough playtime with these Ninja Turtles, so I'm gonna do a bonus segment. Especially with this one, I didn't even like open it. So I'm gonna open this bad boy up. Let's see, how do I do this? There's no like stuff on the sides. Or the back. There's nothing on the back. I see, those little things are like in between like two pieces of cardboard. So secure. They just have an action figure stuck in its box. That sucks. Be free! Whoa. Oops. Reveal. I'm gonna leave the swords in there so they stay safe. All right, we got him out. Cool. Wow, he feels very loose, like very actionable. Whatcha! You do all kinds of kung fu. Sweet. Yeah, like I said before, there's only the Leonardo and Raphael. They made like this giant size. So I gotta get Raphael at some point. Whoa! Dang, crazy looking. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna do a hyperlapse video to show the transformation. Alright, well here's Leonardo as a baby turtle. I don't think it's quite as good as the OG ones, but the detailing is definitely better. But man, look how big his back feet are. Now they become the front feet. They're freaking huge. But yeah, pretty sweet still. Little baby turtle face. I just like the size of this thing. Like, this is super cool. They made giant versions of these too, but they're like hundreds of dollars. People are super crazy for those giant versions of these ones. Sweet. Alright, I'm gonna do the other ones.
Here we go, it's a lean green ninja team. On the scene, cool teens doing ninja things. So extreme, I'm pursuing like recipe. Get right with the shell shock pizza king. Can't stop these radical dudes. The secret of the ooh and the chosen few. Emerge from the shadows to make their move. The good guys win and the bad guys lose. Leonardo's a leader in blue. Does anything it takes to get his ninjas.
Alright, we got Splinter and his 4 baby turtles. Before they get hit with the mutagen. And they become the Ninja Turtles. Sweet. Yeah, this guy's huge. I dig it.
Leonardo's a leader in blue. Does anything it takes
Alright, they've already been transformed back into their ninja forms. So this guy's head moves like that, so that's cool. Nah. Yeah. A little bit more articulation in this one. His feet. Big old feet. Awesome. Alright, there you have it. From your friendly neighborhood Gary.